After several tense months, China and the Philippines may now be trying to lower the temperature in the South China Sea. Both sides have said resupply missions to Philippine sailors stationed on a ship grounded on the second Thomas Shoal will be allowed.
同菲方就运补人道主义生活物资达成临时性安排，体现了中方的善意。我们希望菲方信守承诺，同中方相向而行，共同管控好海上局势。
Philippine resupply missions have been at the center of numerous confrontations between the two countries' coast guards, with some turning violent. A mission in June saw Chinese Coast Guard personnel attack Philippine ships with sticks and axes. One Philippine guardsman lost his thumb in the scuffle. Sticking points in the deal may remain. Just hours after the deal was announced, the two sides released competing statements, with China saying it would conduct pre-inspections of the missions, something the Philippines has called inaccurate.
For China, which of course claims the outpost is illegal, it is trying to strong-arm the Philippines into essentially abandoning its rights. Philippines, of course, can't abide that because that going into an agreement with those conditions surrenders the question of jurisdiction over its own outpost.
The stakes for an armed conflict in the South China Sea are high. The United States has a mutual defense treaty with the Philippines, and U.S. officials have recently reiterated that an attack on disputed Philippine territories would trigger the pact, potentially pulling the U.S. into a war with China.
Well, first of all, just on the point of the Mutual Defense Treaty, we've made clear that it applies to public vessels in the South China Sea, and so China well understands our view of the application of the Mutual Defense Treaty should that line get crossed.
Both China and the Philippines have been careful to emphasize their goal of de-escalating the situation. But China's behavior in the South China Sea may also be hurting its international image and turning other countries against it.
This has not been going well for China. They just don't know how to stop pushing without looking like they've lost. And for them, looking like they've lost is the one place they can't seem to go.
Neither side has released the text of the agreement to the public. But there may be more details in Philippine President Ferdinand Marcos Jr.'s upcoming State of the Nation speech, where the deal may face its first test. John Su and Chris Gorin for TaiwanPlus.